this lecture will explain you something about type conversion, which is also called as typecasting. Now, what is typecasting? Basically, it's a process of converting the value of one data type. Now, that data type may be integer or a string or a float into another data type, and it is called as type conversion. Now, type conversion, type means the data type and conversion means converting into. So, if I have an integer, I can convert it into float, or a float can be converted into a string, or a string can be converted into the other two data types. Now, when I want to convert a string into integer or float, then we have to take care that that string should be a numeric string, not the alphabetical string. I hope this much is clear. So this type conversion means we are directly converting one data type into another data type. Now it is needed many times while doing the programs. Like for example, when we take the data from the input or from the file, it comes in the string format, and suppose if I want to process it, or if I want to add, or if I want to multiply, then definitely that string is to be converted into the float or integer. And when I want to print something, and in a print, suppose if it only takes string, then I have to again convert back that float or integer into string. So type conversion is very much needed, or it's an important concept in any programming language. So this in Python, type conversions are of two types. One is implicit type conversion and other is explicit type conversion. Now implicit type conversion means it happens automatically. Now let's say suppose if I'm adding two integer and the result will be integer, so there is no need of type conversion. But suppose if I'm taking one integer number and dividing by a float number, or I'm taking a float number and dividing by an integer number, then definitely the result will be float. So integer is small data type and float is large data type, so there is automatic type conversion from integer to float. So in such case, I don't need any explicit conversion. So implicit means it can be done automatically. So we'll see this in the demonstration. And the second is explicit type conversion. In explicit type conversion, users convert the data type of the item to the needed data type. Now let's say I have an integer and I need string, then I can convert it into string. If I have a float, I can convert into string. I can convert float into integer or string into float and integer. But here I have to use function explicitly to convert this data types into one form to another form. So these functions are int, float and string. So int function will convert the other data type into an integer data type. Now float will be converted to integer, but string will also be converted to integer, provided the string should be numeric string, means that string should consist of numbers. Next is float. Now float also converts the string literals or the integer into float, but here also the string literal should be of type numeric. And third is string. Now it is used to convert the integer or float literals or the variables or the values into string. So we'll see more this in the demonstration. So let's go to the demonstration. So I'll start the IDE. So my IDE is on. Now here I am defining number equal to 200, and then I am defining percentage equal to 81.5, and now I'll define one string. In that string, let's say I'm taking name. So let's say this is COVID. Fine. And another I'll take as value, but this time better I'll take it as char value, and this time I'm taking 1 2 3 4 5. Now I've defined 4 variables: num, percentage, name and char value. These are variables. Now let's see what is the data type of num. So I'm writing type num. So I'm getting the data type of num as integer. Now I'll write type percentage. So I'm getting it as float. Now I'll write type of name. So I'm getting this as character, and finally I am taking type of char value. So it's string. Now what I'll do, I'll convert this number into float as well as into string. So to convert that number which is of type integer, you can see here the number is of type integer. Now I have to convert into float. So I'll write float and I'll write num, and I'll press enter. So it has become 200. So that integer value is now converted to float value. So I can write here in some other way, like float num, now one variable, equal to float. Now since it's a keyword, it will be purplish color, into num. So I got some value. Now see what's the value in float num. So it's 200, and let's see the type of float num. So it's a class float. Now I'm taking string num equal to str of num. Now I'll say str num. So it is giving me 200, but this 200 is in now single quotes, which indicates how it has been converted into a string. So here I'll write type str num. So here see it is class str. So this 200 is converted to str. So in this way I have converted a integer variable num into a float and also into a string. Now let's say another example where percentage I'll convert it into different data type. So I'll write int percentage equal to int of percentage. Now see here again its ID is telling me something. So I've already told you that this is interactive shell. Fine. So I'll say percentage. Now I'll write int percentage. So it is giving me 81. Now see 81.5. So the floating point value has been removed and it was converted into a whole number, that is integer. So it may be what it will do, it will remove the fractional part. Now I'll convert this into float. So I'll take float percentage equals to float and in bracket percentage. Oh, some error, maybe some spelling mistake. Okay, so it is giving name error, that percentage is not defined, means I have created a mistake in writing the variable. So let's correct it. So it is float percentage equals to float percentage. So press enter. So see, it has been converted. Now let's see value of float percentage. So it is again 81.5. So again it is converted into the same data type, so there is no change. Now I'll convert that into string percentage, which is equals to str into percentage. So I'll first check the spelling. So it is percentage. Oh, again there's a name error. I've written a spelling wrong. I'm writing str percentage equals to str in bracket percentage. Now I'll write str percentage. So see, again 81.5 is coming in string format. Fine. So this is how I have converted the float value, the float variable, into integer. So this is integer percentage and this is string percentage. Now we were having two more values which are scrolled up. So again I'll define it. One was a name variable which was having a value called as COVID, and other was char value. I'll make it at 2020. So these are the two string variables I have defined. Let's say type of name, it will say string, and type of char value, so again it is giving string. Now what I'll do, I'm trying to convert this integer name equals to int of name. Now see, it is giving error now. What value is giving? Value error. So this is the error which is giving, telling that invalid literal for int. Now see, COVID is a string. It's a character. I cannot convert it into integer value. That's why it's giving value error. So you should also understand which error comes when and why. Now the next is same. I am now convert this next value, that is a char value, into int value. So I'll write int of char value. So I'm converting a char value variable into an int value. That's why I'm giving the meaningful name. It is equals to int, and here I'll write char value. Enter. So it has converted. I'll write int char value. So it is giving me 2020, but this 2020 is not in string. See, if I'm printing char value, it is giving me in single quotes, means char value is integer. I'm sorry, char value is string, and its integer char value is an integer value. So in this way, I can convert different type conversions or do the different type conversions. So here what I did, I've converted a character string value into numeric value. Now I'll try to convert it into float value. So I'll write float name equals to float, and in bracket I'll write name. This time this is also supposed to give an error. That, let's see what it gives. Yeah, it is giving error. That is value error. Could not convert string to float because COVID is string. Now this time I'll take float char value equals to float, and in this I'll write char value. Fine. So I'll press enter. Now it has been converted successfully. So I'll write float char value. Enter. Now see, it is 2020.0 because that number is converted into now. That numeric string is converted into float variable or the float value. So even you can see the type of the previous one, that is int char value. It is integer. See this is an integer, and if I write type of float char value, it is giving me float. And if I write type of char value, it is giving me string. So in this way I can convert the integer to the other two data types, that is float and string. If I have float, I can convert it into another two data types, that is integer and string, and if I have string, I can convert it into integer and float. So this way I can do, with the help of functions, explicit data type conversion, or which is also called as typecasting. Now we'll see another example. So I'm starting here the ID again. Now here what I'll do, I'll take number equals to, now I am taking this time number as integer value. I'm taking this number as string. I'll take number 1 equals to 09. Now both num and num1 are here of type string. Let's say we'll see type num, it is string. Type num1, it is also string. So let's say what happens if I try to print num plus num1. See what it has done, he has concatenated 2020 of the num1 and 09, both are concatenated because this string is concatenated with this string. Fine. So even I can take another variable num2 equals to num1 plus num. Now num1 is 09 and num is 2020, so it should give me 09 2020. Let's see what is the output. So it is 09 2020 in single quotes, means it's a string. Now but if I want to actually add these values, then what I have to do, I have to convert this into integer so that this can be added. So let's see, num2 is equals to int of num1 plus int of num2. Num. Now it is 2020 plus 9, so I should get answer as 2029. So let's see what's the value in num2. So it's 2029. Same way I can convert a float into integer and string. Here I have converted string into integer and perform some operations. Same way you can convert float into string or string into float and perform operation. But when we are doing a string to integer or float, again I am repeating, you have to take care that string should be a numerical string, not the character string. So I hope type conversion is clear to you. Thank you, and my next video is on how to take input and how to give output in Python. Keep watching, stay safe, stay at home, take care.